What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got the Superstar fam in the building. How's it going, fam? Man, what an animation. We're going to look at it in just a second. But guys, before you do that, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. You know whenever we post about some VV content on the channel. Obviously, a lot of hype going on around this Wolverine drop. And we're going to talk about that. You can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. Get one of those stars next to your name. Get access to our spreadsheets. You know there's going to be a price prediction coming up here in the next couple of days. That drop is on April 14th. We're at April 10th here. We're going to try and gather as much sentiment and data as we can and put out that price prediction just before the drop so you guys have an idea of where we see that thing landing. And maybe you're going to learn a little bit about our sentiment on this video. Also, you guys can follow us on X, follow us on Instagram, and join the Discord. The Discord, there's going to be other opinions, not just ours, but from your community members, the Superstar Nation, people who are maybe VV-centric or from other projects that also participate in VV. You're going to get well-rounded thoughts around drops and other things that are all to do with VV in our VV chat on our Discord. So definitely make sure you are in the Discord. All right, so let's quickly go through the news over here, and then we will move on to the question, is this the best collectible on VV? So yesterday did a great video with Hanano talking about open editions. Should they put some open editions on VV? Obviously, a lot of experience with open editions from the Disney Pinnacle app. A lot of fun, great conversation over there. Shout out to Wes for being the inspiration on that video. Lots of good talking points, and I think there's not a right answer for that question. So definitely go check it out if you want to see a great conversation. A lot of fun. Speaking of the Real Uncommon podcast, they did a drop stream today. 3 a.m. Eastern is when VV drops their comics. So them being in Hawaii, that's not the latest time for them. I think it's around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. On their in their neck of the woods. So shout out to them for doing this video. For whoever was looking to talk about those drops, that I mean, I've never been a part of one of those drops where they drop all these comics at once and see the mayhem that goes with that. But I feel like this would be a fun thing to do if I was awake at the wee hours of the morning trying to do this stuff. So I think I was a pumpkin if you were to read this. Actually, I wasn't a pumpkin. We did a collecting in a digital world spaces today with the Cryptoids fam at noon Eastern. A lot of fun. We had Poof, we had Elizabeth, we had who else was in there? Matt Razamato was in there. So great talk. Fonz even joined us for a little bit. We're talking about the future of that platform and what they have planned. Obviously, there's some vaulting going on right now. Dr. Fudd putting away, locking away some more Cryptoids, this time from Masters of the Universe. Is any IP safe? Are we going to see Star Wars? Are we going to see Mickey and Friends vaulted? Is that going to be in the near future? We do not know, but we're loving watching this story play out. So shout out to the Cryptoids team for making it fun while they develop that app. In addition to that, during the spaces, they announced the Anakin blister pack. I mean, Anakin Skywalker, the first edition Anakin Skywalker on Cryptoids will be dropping in 2 weeks. This is, again, another rare edition where you are buying what you see. You're not doing a blind box. So they tried this blister pack out a couple times already. They've done Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, or Sam as they call it, and now they've done Yoda as well. And then now they're doing the Anakin Skywalker. So a lot of fun to see them coming out with this. And I learned a little bit about it. They were talking about the development of it and how it came to be. Obviously, Matt from the art team's there. I know Jonathan Chang was in the audience as well. So great to hear the backstory behind these things. Hope to see a little bit more of those videos or live streams where they do talk directly with the art teams, because that's always a lot of fun to hear the different takes, because not everybody has the same perspective when they talk about how these things are created. It just gives a little bit more personality to the drop. So I hope that they do more of those as more and more items are dropped on that platform. Grail Game is doing another Funko drop. You can play it. Funko, Marvel, Madness. Some crazy top hits here, but you got Iron Man, Spider-Man, you got a signed Thor, and then you got a black and gold Spider-Man. You got Iron Man again, Tony Stark. It's just they keep dropping different kinds of drops. You're gonna see another one coming up in just a second. So much news today. Flick Play, this might need its own video. They're doing a video game with the Sandbox for their Bratz launch. They tweeted about it, obviously, and even the Sandbox is tweeting about it here. You can see a little bit more on that. Sandbox is no joke, 51,000 followers for the Sandbox marketplace, and actual Sandbox account I think is like ridiculous. So a lot of fun when that does launch. We do have a couple Bratz. We will try it out and see how we like it. I know that Nick from Flickable will be playing it on his Friday stream. So definitely something to check out. Maybe it's something for you, maybe it's not, but at least you can see what other platforms are doing. This is a little bit of an Easter egg. I'm not going to say too much at Game Art Brain. And I'll let you guys speculate on that for a little bit. But a lot of fun things planned for whatever that is. Again, we know that Buck Jester will land one of those sweet jackets, the Ultra Grill Grand Master Club got those nice jackets with the hoodies that made me super jealous yesterday. And he's talking about the utility. We did get an email letting us know that Ultra Grill Club rewards are on the way. So if you do have any Ultra Grill on the CryptoLife platform, you get rewards every 90 days. So the second Ultra Grill Club reward is on the way. We have already received some cubes as part of that reward as well. We joined in on the second reward. We missed out on the first reward, which was the skateboard deck that we seen, but they also got cubes for that as well. And now they're on to the third snapshot, which already took place. And we don't know what to expect from that yet. So just utility. Crypto is taking note of what a lot of the community values when it comes to digital collecting and rewarding collectors. And here is another one for Grill Gamers. They got the anime drop now, the anime Funko drop. And on top of that, they have some streetwear, some hypebeast stuff coming. Again, you got Supreme, you got Nike, all types of collecting. Collecting is not just action figures or cards. It is also clothing and that type of thing. People buy, they line up for sneakers, they join wait lists, and these are just other fun ways to get access to that physical collectible space. This right now, Grow Game is US only, but they are working on getting international adoption, and we can't wait for that, because then we can actually start to receive some of the items that we could play for over here. But if you are in the US, you're lucky and you can do that right away. And I think the shipping is like $3.99 depending on what you're getting. So pretty ridiculous. Okay, all right, we're going to talk about the big meat and potatoes here. We've got the Wolverine animation live, all right? This is better than expected, in my opinion, all right? Much better than expected. I'll play this out here. Bigger, and then we'll talk about it here. So great animation. We've got the mask. We had some speculation on would that happen. Did not expect it to happen, so I think that is why it is a positive thing. I don't know if you can hear me with the sound on, so actually I'm going to mute the sound. But the mask on makes this way better. I also like how the mouth kind of grimace, whatever you call it. He does like that, like little biting motion whenever the claws come out, as opposed to when they retract. When they retract in, it's like more like it's a little bit less of a flinch, but when they come out, he's like action face. And I like that he's looking around, a little bit of the breathing motion. You know how I love the breathing of the collectibles, really gives them that likeness. That's something that a physical toy cannot do. I think the eyeballs even move around on the unmasked variant. It's hard to tell quickly here. I tried to load it up on the Veve app, but was not able to do so. Sometimes it launches, sometimes it doesn't. You'll see I have a couple other ones pulled up here. But if you look early on in the animation, his eyes, I think, yeah, like you can see there, his eyes actually are looking around, which I think that's a great touch. So I'm very impressed and very happy with the animation. I don't think that they had to do anything too crazy. They needed and they needed the claws to retract and come out. And this is something you can just sit there in AR, and it's a nice piece. It's a nice piece. His knees, again, I mean, but between him and Symbiote, I mean, their quads are going to be absolutely jacked. The amount of squatting and holding that position. Have you ever tried to do that? Sit in a same position and not stand or not stretch your legs. Wolverine, I guess, and Symbiote Spider-Man, they are superheroes for a reason. They're able to do that for extended periods of time. And I guess that's how you would tell if it was the real Wolverine or a fake Wolverine, if you tell them to sit in this position for extended period of time. No, but the quality of this collectible is very nice. With the mask on, especially without the mask on, there is debates on if people like this. I think with the animation, with the eyes moving and everything, I liked it before. I like it even more now that I'm seeing the animation. So now the question becomes: is this the best collectible that Veve has ever dropped? I mean, because they are obviously evolving as they go here. They're learning with every drop. Is this the best? So we're gonna look a little bit back on the past and see, in our opinion, maybe where this ranks among all of the thousands of collectibles on Veve. I think when it comes to best of the best, now that we are where we are in a digital age, I think, in my opinion, you have to have the animation there at this point. The animation, in terms of talking about best looking and best I guess it'll be like the best looking collectible. If it doesn't move for me, it's not doing what digital is meant to be. And digital is meant to do something that physical cannot. So automatically, I'm taking out all the statues that don't move and don't do anything. So that would limit what we're competing with here. And I think that this is an upper echelon for sure. Exactly where does it rank? We're going to talk about that. Let's look at okay, so this is him. I tried to load it, that's why I had this page up, but this is him on the app. It's dropping in 3 days, so you're going to expect a price prediction video for sure. So let's compare it to some of the other stuff on the app, and I think the best place to check that would be if you look at the prices, like what is selling, what does the fam think is the best collectibles on the app. And if you go to the my NFT tracker here, so these guys, they've kept it going through the bear market. Price says a lot. If we're looking at just animated, there's a lot of really scarce things in here too. So you got to take in mind a lot of these prices have to do with scarcity. Some do not. Like some have to do with legendary IP, which you'll see with the partner statue, obviously, and some of these Batmans, which are the first on the blockchain. Lamborghinis are in there, but again, that's a lot of scarcity items. The Aston Martins there's only 7 items. That's the most expensive item. These tickets, there's only 7. So very, very cool. But I think 2 of these stand out, and obviously they're on the page right there. You've got the Spider-Man Ultimate Animated. That one there has been around. It's the first ever Marvel NFT on the platform. First ever Disney, you can even call it. And the animation from the beginning is one that was not matched for a long, long time. I do think that there is a little bit of a quality difference between that and some of the newer collectibles. So I would not put Ultimate Animated Spider-Man at the top of the list. I just don't think the quality is up to par. I think that the animation is incredible. I think that what they did with that at the time was generational, and I think that it's one of the best collectibles on the app. I just think that the quality makes it not the best one. I think in terms of overall, you can say it is the best. Like it's the first of the first of the first of the first, and the quality is up there, but it's not the best quality overall. The other one on this list, I think you're looking at maybe the best on the app, and that is the Miles Morales animated. If you've seen the animation, I have it pulled up here. So let's look at the Spider-Man first. I'll show you this. We'll look at it first if you haven't ever seen it. I like that the little Spidey senses go off. He does a shot. He hangs upside down, like classic. But again, they end in the same spot that they were. He goes up there, and then so he's got like 2 final poses, hanging upside down and just the classic pose on the down. Spidey senses, shooting the web. I like the multiple animation. I think that's the best. Like that brings you upper echelon, and I think this brings you higher than Wolverine. So I do think this is still better than Wolverine in terms of best collectibles. So that answers the question. Wolverine for me, not the top, not the best collectible on the app. But we're going to go to the next one, which I couldn't load on the app at all either, but I wanted to show off the animation. This is the video that they did for their trailer when they released it. They had the old logo and everything. So let's take a look at this one. I'm going to mute this as well. There you go. So he's turning invisible. He's landing, and then he's shooting the webs up. I mean, I think this one here, if you look at the whole animation here, and this is not even the whole thing, he does like a couple different things. But the quality, if you ever seen the collectible, it stands there, it's breathing. The pixels are better than the original Spider-Man. And I think that's where the separation is in terms of quality. IP, I would argue Peter Parker is a better collectible in terms of IP, but again, Miles, they made scarcer, much scarcer, 1/4 of the scarcity. The quality of the collectible, in my opinion, is better. The animation, I think, is better as well. It's got the invisibility effect, which is something that we don't really see on the app. Besides the Invisible Women drop that we all know was an April Fool's joke. I think Miles Morales probably takes the cake for the best collectible quality / animation on the app. There is another one that I would put up there with the top 2. Some might argue it is the better one because there are more intricacies and the quality comparison. I don't know if you can put this at the top, but I think this might be a close second, and that would be Iron Man, the non-FA. So again, we're not talking about overall collectability or overall collectible. We're talking more about like quality. How does the animation look? what would impress the most amount of people. Because if you're talking about top collectibles, I think Secret of Spider-Man is in the number one conversation every single day. But when you're talking about looking at the thing and saying like, this is a piece of artwork, this is amazing how it looks, I can show this off and be proud. I think that this is top two. And when you look at what it does, you click it a couple times, has 4 different poses. The quality is incredible. Nobody complained about how this one looks. I'll tell you that one. I think a lot of people are just upset that this was not the first appearance, just because of how that would have made it this be in that running. If it had the first appearance, I think a lot more value would have won the drop, which Wolverine does have. So overall collectability, Wolverine is going to be more valuable than this is. In terms of best looking collectibles, though, this to me is still miles ahead of that Wolverine drop that we're seeing, and the way that it interacts and all that stuff. The work that went into this one, it far surpasses a lot of, if not all of the collectibles on the app. I think Miles might be the only one that that whole animation, everything is, and quality is maybe better or at par. So my opinion, you got Miles Morales, you got Iron Man, then you got a gap, and then you got Spider-Man and Wolverine somewhere in there. So I think Wolverine is a top 5 collectible on the app in terms of appearance, animation, full package of quality build. Overall, I think that the price point, and I'm going to give you guys a preview, I think this price point is going to fall somewhere between underneath a Walt and above this Iron Man. This one's going for like 65. Walt's going for like 1900. So my price is in there. You're going to figure it out. That's your little teaser. I'll give you a nice range there. You guys, I want to start to hear your price predictions in the chat, in the comments, where you think we're going to start to see this bad boy. What do you guys think of the animation? Are you loving it? Does it make it better? Are you going to spend more MCP points? Are you going to be buying it from the secondary because it looks way better now with that mask on, with the animation? What are you thinking? How do you feel about the unmasked version now that you've seen him look around, his eyeballs move a little bit? Has your opinion changed? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know. Let me know if you agreed with me, if you didn't agree with things I've said in these in the whole video. I'm here to hear from you guys. So let me know in the comments. Guys, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. VIP members, thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. We'll see you soon. I love you. Bye.